Hey, this is Coach Mike Morrison at the Mann High School Academy in Greenville, South Carolina. You now tune in to Brilliant Views. We all one! We all one! We all one! 1, 2, 3. Man up!
What's going on, people? It's your boy Breylon BMan Jones back again for another episode of Brilliant Views. I have the man, Mr. Coach Mike Morrison, here sitting with me today, man. Coach, I see you today. What's going on, brother?
How you doing, Breylon?
Good, man. Yeah, man. Hey, this guy here, man, this is actually a coach, my uncle, frat brother, everything like that. But he's special to me, man. But for real, he's a special guy. We're gonna talk about some things he's doing now and has done. So let's get it going, man. First off, how did you get to Greenville, South Carolina?
That's an interesting story. I'm born and raised originally in Washington, D.C. Went to high school up there, Northwestern High School. Attended college at Loyola University up in Baltimore. During my professional career, after I left Loyola, I played in the league for a little while, played overseas. My parents, my mom is actually from Lawrence County. Yeah. There was a stint where I stopped and retired because at the time I was married. Me and my wife had separated. My mom was helping me take care of Johanna. Okay. And my mom and dad retired and they wanted to move down here. So, one of the things as a kid you always want to do, especially in your dreams, you want to give back to people that help you. So one of the things I was able to help my parents do was to relocate and get down here while I was playing. Okay. But when I retired, for a brief minute, I didn't have anybody help me with Johanna. Right. Being a single father, that's kind of difficult when you have the lifestyle I do as far as traveling around playing. So I had to decide whether I was going to stay in D.C. or move down here. Right. So I moved down here. I got a job, actually. First job I got when I came to Greenville, first job I got, I was living in Lawrence, working at DHL here in Greenville. So I would make that drive every morning, working the opening shift. So go to work at 11 at night and get off like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, because you only work like 4 or 5 hours. Right. Then drive back home, get Johanna to school, and do my little workout stuff. And so when I was driving back and forth to Greenville, had never really been here since I was a professional. One of the teams I played for was the Global Basketball League, one of those upstart leagues like the G League now, that had people that played in the NBA was trying to get them back. Well, North Carolina State had a team called the Raleigh Bullfrogs. Greenville had a team called the Greenville Spinners. Used to play down in the Memorial Auditorium. So my only time in Greenville was staying at the hotel right next to La Roca, right across from the Bilo on Plattsburgh. Yeah. And we went downtown to the Memorial Auditorium to play against the Greenville Spinners. I got you. That was my only idea of Greenville. That was it. And now you basically, you have a family here. You have 4 kids here, and living life here in Greenville. Now, professionally, you were drafted by the Phoenix Suns, correct? Drafted by the Phoenix Suns in 1989. Traded to the Washington Wizards my second year. Then they were the Bullets. Put on waivers after the preseason. Picked up by the Sixers that same season. That's when I spent the next year in that time they had the CBA. Played in Wichita Falls, Texas, Tulsa, Oklahoma, and Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Then I left there, and the next year I had an opportunity to go back out with the Orlando Magic. So they brought me to vet camp. Didn't have to go to rookie camp. Went to vet camp. Made it through the preseason, but they released me. So I came back with the Raleigh Bullfrogs. Played with the Bullfrogs. Then after I left the Bullfrogs, went overseas for the first time. Came back from overseas. Got picked up in '94 by the Dallas Mavericks. So you've had quite a journey here, man. Yeah, man. Five teams in 4 years in the NBA, and 9 years overseas in 6 different countries. Hey, man, we've seen the world playing the game you love. I have. So, being a veteran, being a man who's played in the NBA, played overseas, played here, played there, what type of knowledge and wisdom do you try to give to the next generation that want to be where you've already been? Well, honestly, basketball is just a tool. It's an opportunity to utilize the gifts that you've been blessed to have, but more importantly, it opens doors and builds relationships that in ordinary situations you may not build. I got friends that are Turkish, Israeli, I got friends that are German. I still got friends that are South American, Venezuelan. I got friends in the Philippines. So, you know, I've got a wealth of friendships and a wealth of experiences that other people dreamed of. It's actually, for me, a dream come true. As a kid growing up, having ADD, ADHD, one of the things my teachers used to do is let me spin the globe.
Right.
And I always wanted to imagine what it was like to live in a different country.
Right.
And I got to experience that for free as an athlete. But what I try to do is I try to teach kids that use basketball, don't let basketball use you. Like I taught you when you were growing up, you know, with your talents and abilities, it's an opportunity to get a free education, but it's also an opportunity to learn life lessons, that builds character, develops character, teaches you responsibility, teaches you accountability to your teammates, and it helps you represent your gift and your talent in the right way. You know, so many of us want to follow the examples of the pros that not necessarily are setting the best examples. And to have a young man, his life in your hands, to me, is a great gift and a great responsibility. So I try to do it as honestly and as effectively as possible.
And with that being said, man, now you did just get a new position here in Greenwood as the head coach of BMan varsity basketball here, right?
Yes.
Okay,
yes,
man.
Your alma mater.
Yeah, my alma mater. You know, we used to do a couple things, you know, play basketball here and everything. Did okay around here, but I mean, being that you know when you came to Greenwood, you were coaching and doing things. You know, a lot of kids that actually went to BMan.
Yeah.
And your daughters came to BMan, and your wife came to BMan. Right. So coming to BMan, becoming a coach here, how was that feeling? How was that when you were selected, when you were awarded that job?
Have you ever seen the movie Pursuit of Happiness?
Yes.
Okay, so you remember the scene when Will Smith is sitting in the office. He had been interning for a long time, and the guy walked in and he said, "We'd like to offer you a position."
Right.
And he accepted the position, and he ran outside in the street amongst all the people. Exactly. Yeah, that's exactly what I did. That's exactly what I did. There's a testimony behind me getting this job, but you know, when I first came to Greenville, I didn't want to coach. When I first got to South Carolina, I didn't want to coach him. Me and my mom were sitting at her kitchen table, and I was complaining about the stuff I was seeing in AAU basketball. You know, because you benefited from what we did at Potential Sports Academy. Where business, I started with two other BMan alumni, the Rouse brothers, Michael and Hagen Rouse. Well, she said, instead of you sitting there complaining about it, why don't you get out there and try to change it?
Do something about it.
Exactly. She said, you know, you show flapping your gums a lot, but you ain't doing nothing to help it.
I got you.
And my mom was always the type of person that said, you know, if you can't add to the situation, don't take from it. Don't sit in the bleachers and be a coach. Get out there and help. So that's the reason why I got started coaching. So after 21 years being here, this was only my second high school coaching interview, and I was given the job. So needless to say, I was humbled, honored. It's another dream come true. I live within 5 minutes of the school district, so you know, to have an opportunity to coach at the school that your family came from, all your friends came from, and now to be here to help some of their children along is an honor. It's a privilege.
Speaking of that, now y'all got a brand new gym, correct?
We do.
So what we're about to do, we're gonna take a walk through the gym. We're gonna talk about the new program and everything they got going on here at BMan. Y'all stay tuned. Here we are in the Patriot Arena, the new Patriot Arena. A lot of memories made in here for myself, but I mean, what type of new memories do you plan to make with your team, your program?
Well, we're going to equate success with graduation.
Okay.
And how many kids we've got prepared for college. Okay. Now, that sounds good. Yeah, people want to win basketball games too, so what we hope to do is be a team that plays hard, defends well, share the basketball, and more importantly, play with that Patriot pride that BMan alumni and BMan students and community are used to seeing.
I got you. So now you have 6 returners from last year's team.
Yeah.
Now we're not going to talk about that record because that's in the back.
Right.
But I mean, now you said we're trying to get more scholarships, which I feel is great.
Right.
But if you had to put a number on it, if you could put a number on it, how many games do you think is a good season? Coming from what they did last year.
Well, again, I think improvement has to be seen in 2 ways. One, what they're able to do on the court and what they're able to do off the court.
They are student athletes.
Right, they're student athletes. I would hope that we finish in the top 3 or 4 of our division, which gives us a chance to play in the postseason. Our aspirations are to win every game that we play, but we know we're going to have some lessons in there.
Yes.
And we've got to rebuild or redevelop or redirect the culture that's here now. And we've got some young men that have been committed to coming out here every morning between 6:30 and 7 o'clock, and they've been putting in some work. So I'm optimistic. Our coaching staff is optimistic, and we're looking forward to the opportunity to coach these young men.
I got you. Now, speaking of the culture and the Jailman pride, how Jailman usually ran, how is the Michael Morrison team? Like how, I know how it's going. I'm playing up money, you know.
Right.
But for the people that don't know, just give them a brief view of how a program is ran by Michael Morrison.
Well, again, our philosophy is accountability to each other. Passion produces purpose. We've got a coaching staff that consists of an 11-year coaching veteran, Elbert Parks. We've got 2 coaches that were here last year, and they're going to help us out. Discipline, commitment, effort, relentless effort. And we're going to be hopefully the best defending team in the county. Our objective is to be defensive minded first and share the ball on offense. And you know, we've got some pretty exciting players coming back, some young men that I think have a lot of potential. Now, whether they'll be college athletes or not will be dependent upon their academics. Athletics, I believe, will take care of themselves as soon as they do what they need to do in the classroom, and we've got some young men that are committed to doing that. So, you know, our program is again going to be one that emphasizes defense first, sharing the basketball second, and making sure you do everything you can to lift up the next man that's on your team.
That's what's up, bro. Listen, how does it feel to have a brand new day?
Well, you know, the paint job that these guys do, you know, it's just unbelievable what they've been able to do to give us a new feel and a new era. It's just unbelievable. I mean, it feels like brand new. You know, I mean, it's got that new car smell.
Yeah.
I can't wait to test drive. I can't wait to get in here and put some butts in these seats and get some people out here seeing what Patriot basketball is about in this 2018 season.
So that means you people, Man Nation, old, new, and future, need to come out, fill these seats, help cheer these men and women on, and just get ready for a big season, a new big season, a great season. All right. So, Mr. Mike, Coach Mike, thank you for coming through. Oh yeah, we got some for you. There we go. Listen now. Good to see you too. Now listen, how can they follow you on social media, Facebook, everything? How can they watch the journey?
Well, you know, I do a lot of posting, more inspirational stuff than anything else, but if you want to follow us and watch what we do, it's Coach Mike or Inspire You on Instagram, or Michael Morrison on Facebook. Come follow us, come see the journey, be a part of what we're doing, and remember, the Patriots are coming.
Boy, got a slogan and everything. Listen, that's it for me, man. I'll see y'all again next week. Make sure y'all like and subscribe to the channel. We'll see y'all later on. Peace.
We are! 1, 2, 3. Man up!